Hey guys, Don Keating here, Team Donny Boy 8. I want to do a review video on an ICO that's ongoing right now. It's pretty interesting. It is Laneaxis, and they are building a global supply chain network on blockchain. It's a 6-year-old company. They do actually have a US patent, which is pretty impressive, and they're going to have a tokenized driver network. Okay, let me see here. Let me refresh because this actually just happened. The pre-sale is live right now, and the pre-sale is 18 cents USD per token, and there's a 16% bonus currently for the next 1 day, basically 23 hours depending on when you see the video. I'm going to post it right after I'm done. 2 million soft cap, which has already been reached, and they do have a video here which I do suggest you guys check it out. They have a nice visual here. They have a pretty nice site. They've gotten some pretty good ratings as well from the ICO reviewers. You could check them out. As a lot of them here. Track ICO gave them a 5 and so on. You guys can look at them on your own. They do have different companies and sites that have done reviews on them and different articles. You guys can check that out as well. They do have all their social media, which is pretty active. Okay, so basically what they are is the future of logistics, which is transportation. You know, if you want to think of it as trucking, that's pretty much what it is. Tracking of where everything is at every second, you know, in transit. Okay, Laneaxis is harnessing the power of the blockchain to connect shippers directly with carriers, cutting out expensive intermediary freight brokers who charge up to 30% commissions. You know, and like I said, who ultimately pays for this upcharge? You do. It's added on. The costly process raises the overall price of the transported goods, which ultimately passes on to the final consumers, which is us. Imagine if you could pay 30% less for everything that you buy. Pretty awesome. Here's the actual patent. I will open it up so you guys can see it's not nonsense. Okay, here is the actual US patent called Shipper and Carrier Interaction Optimization Platform. You can see it was in July 14, 2016 when they filed it. Okay, you guys can check that out and read that if you want, but I just wanted to show you that it is an actual link and a real patent. Okay, real-time tracking on the blockchain. Laneaxis platform enables shippers and manufacturers to keep track of transported goods in real time via GPS-enabled devices. All critical milestones and documents in the transportation lifestyle, from the proof of pickup through proof of delivery, they're stored in blockchain's immutable ledger. You know, so again, blockchain, once it's in there forever. No one can come in and change it. So it is a foolproof transportation log of exactly what happens from the shipper to when it comes to your house or to your warehouse or to your dock, you know, depending on what you're dealing with here. Okay, it's all backed by analytics as well. To optimize delivery and logistics planning, Laneaxis compiles analytical data from the thousands of trucks in its network and maps out the most optimal routes for everyone. Carriers are assigned ratings based on delivery history to help shippers choose the most suitable carrier for their shipment. You know, so what does this do? Obviously, people are going to want to get the best rating they possibly can, so they're not going to be wasting time shipping and driving and not taking the best route possible, because obviously they want to have the best rating so that when shippers come to pick which transportation service they're going to use, they're going to pick the one you would assume that's the most efficient with the highest rating. Okay. Another aspect of this is a driver social network. Globally connected drivers to a single social network will generate massive amounts of data and information that can be shared on a global scale. The Access token will be adopted on a massive scale as millions of participants take advantage of the driver social network DSN benefits. They're going to have social feeds, discounts, products, food, information sharing, connections, reviews, shipper and carrier ratings, which is going to work the opposite of what I told you before. The drivers are going to know who are the best rated companies to actually drive for. Fuel, maintenance, downtime, freight rates, and more. Okay, so it's just sharing of information. Everybody's going to be on the same page. You know, everything's going to be more fair and be definitely more efficient for everyone. Okay. As the world becomes flat with technology, the Access Token Driver Social Network DSN will play a vital role in moving data throughout the $9 trillion supply chain industry. And this is a gigantic industry. I mean, just look at how many trucks are on the road when you're driving next time. With 90% of goods and products being delivered on a truck, the key to connecting shippers and manufacturers directly will be the birth of the Access Token DSN. The build-out of a massive global DSN embedded in the Laneaxis proprietary blockchain ecosystem will require API access via the Access Token. This will enable direct connection between the shippers and carriers, cutting out freight broker fees, again, that can exceed 30%. By removing the middleman, the Access Token will and its wealth of uses will establish the first true transportation global community. In good times and bad, products around the world have to move from point A to B. Because of this, Access Token will be immune to the economic downturns. I mean, no matter what's going on in the world, people still need to move products from A to B, materials from A to B. I mean, it goes up and down, it's a little bit, but I mean, it's still, unless everything stops at once, it has to happen. For Laneaxis contributors, holding Access Tokens will be like holding the future of the global transportation community in your hands. It's very simple. Access Tokens serve as the golden key to access the network. The future is now, don't miss it. Okay, so I really like it. I mean, I look for industries that have strong growth potential, but also are stable and are not going to be a fad. Trucking is, there's just no better way to move freight from point A to B in all these different small communities. I mean, it's great if you could put it on a train or something and go from A to B, but once it gets to where it has to go, it has to get on a truck and go to all the different spots. A train cannot go to everybody's house, obviously, so trucks are going to be involved for the the foreseeable future. I mean, maybe they'll have 1,000, a million drones dropping off products, but I mean, really, it's not realistic right now. So trucks are not going away anytime soon, and anything that can make that more efficient will help save the trucking companies, will help save consumers on the end price. Okay, so I think this is a real win-win. This is not, again, another company that's not an idea. These guys have an existing company. They've gotten as far as actually getting a patented idea, which is, if you guys never dealt with patenting, it's super hard to do. They really do make sure that your idea is original and not a copy of anyone else and patentable. So that they made it that far and actually got a patent on it is pretty impressive just alone. Okay, so if you guys haven't dealt with blockchain, you probably have, but if you haven't, blockchain is basically the best ledger that there is. It's 100% immutable. It's just an online ledger that anyone can have access to know exactly what's going on in that blockchain. So if it's on a blockchain like that, anyone, the shipper, the consumer, the orderer, the seller, can all see exactly what's going on. Everyone sees the same data and no one can change it. So it really is just the best of both worlds. Blockchain is going to change the entire world. It's just going to happen. There's nothing better than it right now. Okay, here's 5 reasons to buy Access Tokens, and then I'll end the video. Okay, transportation experience. The Laneaxis platform was built by logistics veterans with decades of combined industry experience. Blockchain experience. Our blockchain engineering team is comprised of some of the most skilled and highly regarded blockchain architects in the crypto space. A true utility token. The Access Token is the key mechanism providing users independent access to all immutable data and business intelligence stored on the Laneaxis blockchain. Third-party praise. From Forbes to one of the co-founders of Ethereum, independent analysts have examined the Laneaxis blockchain business model and concluded it is solid, viable, and necessary. Avoid market volatility. By purchasing Access Tokens, supporters are applying their research and intelligence into an established company, offering a true solution to a real problem. This is a sharp contrast to traditional crypto purchases, which rely on whims and waves of the exchange markets. Okay, so like I said, it's a real company, a real patent, a real need, an existing need, not one that has to come in the future. This is something that they use every single day of your life. Trucks are moving, people need to know where they're going. Safety and security is another one. They got to know that no one interfered with the package between when it left to where it got to its destination. So all that is included in here, and just super important. Okay, so right now they have a pre-sale. They're going to sell 25%, public sale 20% additional. They're 10% is the team, 3% is the bounties, 17% on reserves, 10% they're saying the logistics community, and then they had 15% that was in a private sale. Here's the amounts and the dollar amounts. So currently right now we are in this pre-sale, 18 cents. That's going to end, and it's going to go to 25, 30, and then 35 till December. Okay, you guys can check out the roadmap of where they've been, where they're going. Here's the team currently. They all have active LinkedIn profiles. You can click on them, check out more information about what they do and where they've been in the past. I do recommend that you guys do that with any investment you're looking at doing. You can see it's a gigantic team. I mean, this is a typical company here. It's not a blockchain with a founder and a co-founder. I mean, this guy's is a full team, and then they have also a full advisory team as well. You know, 9 people, all different areas from marketing, technology to blockchain to you know, strategy, token generation consultant. You know, all important different aspects that they need help with. They have their white paper available in English, Mandarin, Korean, and Russian, which is good. And they are on the road, so they're planning to be on the road even more with conferences: Shanghai, London, Singapore, Sydney, Los Angeles, and they're saying it as cocktail party. I don't know where that is. In the LA Convention Center. Okay, so check them out. They have all their active social media. I'll post links below the video so you guys can come check them out. I'll post the link to the actual website, and hopefully you guys check it out and see what you guys think about it. Okay, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you don't want to, you can email me directly, donkeat, DONKEAT @gmail.com. I'm gonna follow this one. I really think this one's gonna be a good one to follow along, so you'll see more videos about this throughout the ICO. I imagine I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on it, see how the sales are going, see if there's any new news that comes out, and see if it makes it all the way through and is as successful as I think it's going to be. So leave a comment, send an email, or you know, if you wouldn't mind, at least like and subscribe. Helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching this, and I'll talk to you guys soon.